Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now, today we have Celeb Source dedicating a video to the Breonna Taylor verdict. Now, in case you're not familiar, right, Louisville, Kentucky Police Department served a no-knock warrant where they essentially don't have to knock before busting your door down. And of course, they claim to be looking for drugs and found none. Now, our understanding of the story is that they banged on the door, didn't identify themselves, then bust down the door in the middle of the night. Now, Breonna Taylor was in her bed and her boyfriend was beside her holding out a burner, assuming that a robbery was taking place. And when they burst through the door, the boyfriend clapped off a shot at one of the intruders, striking him in the leg. And then they returned fire with over 20 bullets. Now, 8 of them, yes, I said 8, landed inside of Breonna Taylor. Now, of the 3 officers, right, that were involved in that shooting, of the 3 officers, 2 weren't charged, and the one that was charged with wanton endangerment, not manslaughter or murder for the EMT Breonna Taylor, but wanton endangerment, because the officer's bullet went through the wall and endangered a pregnant white woman in another apartment. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, he got charged for endangering a woman in another apartment and not for slaughtering a black one. Now, we don't want to be racist, right? But it's like they're trying to make you be. We just want to live, right? We're not asking for too much, just to live, just to be, okay? Now, we ain't out seeking for revenge or anything like that. You don't have to be concerned about that. If you could say something, right, and you say nothing, then you're part of the problem, okay? Vote, community meetings, board meetings, say something. If you're a Christian and you ain't saying something, then you a sucker, straight up, okay? Now, Snoop Dogg posted a message that read, "Breonna, I'm so sorry. Sorry that your neighbor's walls received justice before you did." Now, he also posted a beautiful pic of the slaughtered essential worker and stated, "There is a God and he don't like ugly." Close quote. Capitalize your G, big dog. Yara Shahidi, Zoe from Blackish, stated, quote, "What is most insulting is that the recommended charges aren't even in response to the murder of Breonna Taylor, but to the potential injury of other people in the apartment." Close quote. The artist Common reposted a statement from April, which read, "A reminder that Attorney General Cameron, who has refused to charge the officers with the death of Breonna Taylor, is on Trump's short list for the Supreme Court to replace Justice Ginsburg." Rhapsody came through and said, "I don't even have the words today." Because the situation is truly speechless, right? Kehlani came through and said 3 words: burn it down. Okay? Close quote. That one they understand. They get that, okay? Plies came through and said, quote, "They can't wait for us to react and make us out to be the problem. This world has always wanted people of color to sit down and take it, because that's the way it was in slavery days. Louisville, Kentucky justice system and justice systems around this country is a joke. Do you know," close quote, "do you know that the United States incarcerates more black people than the whole world incarcerates people?" But I digress. Festo D stated, "Neither Sergeant Jonathan Mattingly nor Detective Miles Cosgrove was indicted. The one terminated former officer has been, and he's being charged with endangering the other tenants, not Breonna Taylor. Outrageous. No knock search warrant, no body cam, no indictment, no justice." Close quote. Outrageous is an understatement, big dog. Cash Page came out and said, "Yo, the world is so effed up. Those officers deserve so much more than they getting. Prison for life or death penalty. F outta here." Close quote. And Lecrae came through and said, quote, "It's all kind of numbing. On one hand, it's like, I know I'm not crazy. There's a real problem in our country. On the other hand, I'm sad that everyone doesn't see it, or some don't want to. Of course, I know God is at work. It's just tough to process it all. Now, Nick Cannon has even come through and posted past clips of himself and fellow entertainers explaining how black women have never received justice of any sort ever. Listen. Now, we could post in the comments, send out tweets, march, protests, but we've been doing that for years. We gotta be loud through our votes. We have to sit in these town hall meetings that they have. I know you're tired when you get off of work. I am too, right? Now, listen, the next one is gonna be someone's son, daughter, father, son, mother, brother. See, we have no promise that it can't happen to us and ours. So go ahead, sacrifice your time and sit in that meeting and vote when the time comes. Hey, yo, grace and peace, y'all.